Hi guys, I'm Sunshine the Goddess. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to my channel. Hey you guys, so I just want to talk about this video that I came across this morning. And when the video comes on, there's a lady who's recording who seems to be in a bit of a verbal disagreement with an officer, a security officer, who has a young black man pinned to the ground. And a little bit further, we find out that this young black man by the name of Rico went inside of this store to purchase himself a charger. He went back outside to make sure that the charger would work. And then when he went back inside, he decided, I'm going to get a holder for the charger and some food or whatnot. And that's when he was approached by the store's security officer, accused of stealing and then assaulted. And then that's when the bystander, Miss Priyana, she showed up. Let me make sure I get her name right. Her name is Miss Priyana Carey. She came in and decided to stay with that man and to record what was going on and to get him help. She also stated that at the time when she came in, which we don't see on the video, but I believe, what she said is that the officer was actually choking the young man, Mr. Rico. He was actually choking him. And Mr. Rico was saying that he could not breathe and so on and so forth. And the officer started cursing her out, telling her to get back and all of these things. And she's like, no, I'm not leaving him. And, it ensued. She recorded. Eventually, the officer did see that the man had paid for everything. He had both of his receipts. The store employees also vouched that he had not stolen anything, that they had not seen him do anything. And so this guy ended up letting him go. The police did show up, and I'm assuming, nobody was charged or what have you. But, that was very disturbing. That was very disturbing to see, because it's like, we all know what's going on right now. We all know what time it is. So I'm still shocked, and well, not shocked, but I'm just disgusted. Disgusted that we are still doing these kind of things, knowing what's going on, and people just don't care. And by the way, this was not a police officer. This was just a security guard working at the store who took it upon himself to brutalize someone who had come in and done nothing wrong except just pay for their things and go about their business. Number one, he needs to be fired, okay? This man is also on camera in the video admitting that he is a racist. He's on camera, he's in his uniform and everything. He does not mind that he is being recorded saying that yes, he is a racist. It is alleged that he works for a company in Plano, Texas. They feel about this to know that they have employees in uniform on camera representing their company, stating that they are you know what. And why would you have someone like that working for your company? Now, I do know that that is Texas, so we know about Texas, but still, that's out of line. That was just ridiculous for him to do someone like that. That did absolutely nothing to deserve it. Number two, we're not having this kind of stuff anymore. Shout out to Miss Priyana Carey. I am so grateful to you, sister, for staying there and recording that, because you easily could have just walked away, like I'm sure several other people did, including the store employees who allowed this man that they knew they had just served to be treated this way. Miss Priyana Carey decided to stay by his side, and for that I have to give her kudos. I have to say God bless her, and God keep her protected, because we need people like her. We need people who are not going to be afraid, who are going to turn on their cameras and say, no, we are not leaving our brothers and sisters behind. We are not turning a blind eye. We are not going to allow you to just brutalize them because it's not me right now. Yeah, it's not me right now, but it could be me tomorrow. That's just the world that we're living in, and we all recognize that. So again, shout out to Miss Priyana Carey. But I think it is a shame that this is happening so much that we're just trained to pull out our phones. We're trained to go into this sort of recording motion type of thing. It's like some of us are becoming numb to it. Some of us are beginning to expect it to happen. It's like when we scroll through social media and we're seeing these things every single day, day in and day out. I just wonder about other people's mentality, because I can admit that there has been times where I've had to stop and just turn off social media, because emotionally I just couldn't take it anymore. It's just I just can't keep seeing this. So it's just a lot that comes with that. But a lot of times I wonder, you know what I'm saying, how people are handling this and how other black people truly feeling what it's doing to their mental state. And we all saw the videos of George Floyd and what happened to him last year. Rest his soul. However, I am glad that there was the fallout from his murder that it should have been. I'm glad to see that there were protests that rose up all over the US of A and all over the world, quite frankly, because we needed to see that. We needed to feel that. We needed to see that it's time. Those kind of things have to stop, you guys. We have to just do whatever it takes at this point. I really don't care anymore. We just have to make it stop. We have to get rid of these kind of behaviors. We have to get rid of people who think that they can do this. We have to blast them. We have to point them out. We cannot hide them. We cannot turn a blind eye. We have to go at them full force, because that's the way that they're coming at us, and that's the way that they're taking our lives. And speaking of taking lives and things like that, and George Floyd and the protests, yesterday the Democrats passed a bill in the House of Representatives. This bill is called the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, and it passed the House by a vote of 220 to 12. They received absolutely no Republican support, but we are not shocked there. However, this bill includes restricting funds to local governments that allow law enforcement to use chokeholds. It also bans no-knock warrants, and it requires law enforcement agencies to provide data on instances when police officers used deadly force. I really, really hope that this bill does get passed in the Senate, because it has to stop. These things have to stop. They cannot continue. There's nothing more I can really say about that, but this just has to stop. So I really hope that, this can pass in the Senate and become law. Not just for the obvious reasons, but I simply don't believe that people should be able to freely bring harm to other people without a valid need to do so. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of seeing innocent people of all colors brutalized by those who are compensated to protect them. But most of all, I'm tired of helplessly witnessing the legalized extinction of black people. To my people out there, all of you, stay safe, stay on code, do not stop recording, do not leave each other. Your presence alone could literally save someone else's life. To the young man in the video, Mr. Rico, I am very, very, very sorry that you were treated that way. You did not deserve that. There's no explanation as to why that happened to you, and there's no amount of apologies that can suffice in regards to giving you justice. But from human to human, I hope that going forward you have more peaceful days and peaceful nights, and that you're not harmed or mistreated in any way ever again. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love all of you. Bye.